This is lesson 4, dilations on a square grid, and this is activity 1, estimating a scale factor. So what you're supposed to do in this case is estimate the scale factor that takes point B that gets dilated to point C, with A being the center of dilation. So what do you think that scale factor is? Well, there's a couple of things that you can say right away. One is it's going to be greater than 1. A scale factor of 1 is just this unit length. It's just the length from A to B. Okay, so it's greater than 1. And does it look like it's farther than 2 times this length? So this length goes to right here, and 2 times this length might get you to right about here or so. So actually it looks like the scale factor is going to be greater than 2. So a scale factor of 2 gets you to about right here. And actually I'm doing this once again in Docere, so it's kind of nice. Just make a copy of this length and move it over here. And that's 2 times that length. And so now you just have to figure out what fraction this length is of the unit, of this unit length. And so then it's going to be, the scale factor is going to be 2 and whatever this fraction is. And so you can kind of make some guesses. If I cut this in half and then cut it in half again, that makes this length right here about 1/4. And that looks pretty good. From here to here is about the same distance as from here to here. So I'm going to say that that scale factor is 2 and 1/4. Well, how many total fourths is that? There's a couple of different ways to write that. One is 2 and 1/4 is like having $2.25, which is 2 and 25/100. That's one way to write it. Another way to write it is to count the number of total fourths. Well, this would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 is 1, 5/4, 6/4 is 1.5, 7/4, 8/4 is 2, and so 9/4 is 1 more fourth than 2. So you could say that that scale factor is 9/4. You could say the scale factor is 2 and 25/100. You could say the scale factor is 2 1/4. And all of these are estimates, and all of these are the same thing. Now, someone else might come along and do it a different way, and I'm going to show you a different way in just a moment, but that's the point of this lesson, is to generate some discussion, write some things down, justify your thinking. So force yourself to go through that kind of thinking, write some stuff down. You will understand what's going on. So someone else might come along and say, look, I divided it into 3 equal parts because I thought one of these parts is pretty close to the distance from here 2 times to here. And so I decided that the scale factor, this is somebody else now, I decided that the scale factor, so 1/3 is pretty close to 3/10. 1/3 is 33/100. 3/10 is 30/100. So they're pretty close. So I'm going to say that this length is 3/10 from here to here. Then the scale factor then is 2 and 3/10. So then you just have to decide what explanation you like the best. So from here to point C is 2 and 3/10. So the scale factor taking B to C is 2 and 3/10 times this length right here from A to B. So the scale factor is approximately 2 and 3/10, which is very close. That's 2 and 30/100, which is very close to 2 and 25/100. It's like having an extra nickel out of $2.25. You add one extra nickel, that's $2.30. So 2 and 30/100 compared to 2 and 25/100. So activity 1 from lesson 4, estimating a scale factor.